Howdy folks, my name is Jared.
And this is Brandon. We're bringing you yet another LEGO review. It's been a big year for LEGO. We've had so far Iron Man 3 and the Lone Ranger have gotten big, LEGO expansions, and the Man of Steel is no different. Here is the largest Man of Steel set. This is the Superman Battle of Smallville collection.
Alright guys, so let's have a closer look. Alrighty folks, now we're going to have a closer look at the Battle of Smallville set. Now let's go ahead and start talking about the cool minifigures that you get with the set.
Very generous set. You get 5 minifigures, and 3 of them are exclusives to this set.
First off, we've got Superman himself. This appears to be the same exact minifigure that we got previously with the other couple of sets. As with most LEGO figures these days, all you gotta do is spin the head around, and I'll replace the hairpiece. And on the other side, we have this really cool angry Superman face with a heat vision. Really nice. There's a lot of printed detail on the costume. I love it.
There's even printing on the back if you look at the cape.
Definitely.
Next you have General Zod, and again he is identical to the General Zod found in the $13 and the $20 set. So honestly, if you have this set, there is no longer any reason to buy the $13 set, and the only reason to get the $20 set is to get the Lois Lane figure. So if you really have to have her, you just need to get the Black Zero Escape and the Battle of Smallville sets. But General Zod, very nice. Again, printing on the front and the back like Superman. He has the Widow's Peak that was used, I believe, first for Hawkeye from the Avengers collection, and then again for the Mandarin earlier this year. And you flip his head around as well, and he's got the scowling face with the heat vision ready to go. So, very nice.
Now, the interesting thing about General Zod is he has 2 totally different looks. And this is the same for Fiora, so we're just going to do it once for Zod. All we got to do is take the head and the hair off, left with the base body. You take the black cape that you get, and first you just put it over just like you would any LEGO cape. Okay, once you got it on there, then you take the armor that comes with the figure, and you just press it down over the peg. Next, replace the General Zod head. Once you've got it in there pretty snug, you can go ahead and you can either leave it this way. Unfortunately, General Zod's hair does not stay on this way. It can't get through the clearance on the back here. But you can put on this awesome helmet from the film. Apparently General Zod will have a mask that he wears in the film like this. And it's a really impressive looking minifigure once everything's on there. Really nice. Now, General Zod also comes with a Kryptonian blaster. And we'll show that later when we're talking about the Black Zero.
Next up is Fiora, and she is the first of the 3 exclusive minifigures for this set. And like General Zod, she has the removable armor, and if you take off her hair, she has a helmet all of her own. She has the same style of printing on the front and the back. In fact, it's identical, except for she has the Fiora symbol on her chest instead of General Zod's. But she's got, again, 2 face printings. One that looks fairly benign, and another that is quite sinister.
Probably the least exciting exclusive figure that you get in the set is Toran. Now, Toran is interesting because there's not much known about this guy just yet. He appears to be one of the other Kryptonian villains that was released from the Phantom Zone. That's kind of one of General Zod's lackeys. Other than that, he's a really basic guy. He uses the hairpiece that we've seen with a lot of characters this past year, just the basic kind of come-over look. He's got the same exact style of printing General Zod and Fiora have, and he even has his own Toran symbol. On the back, there's even more printing. Now, there is no printing on the back of the head, so clearly Toran is not important enough to get a second emotion.
Yes, he does not emote twice in the movie. It's the same look the whole way through. The last of the 3 exclusive minifigures for the Battle of Smallville is Colonel Hardy. This character in the film will be portrayed by Law & Order Special Victims Unit alumnus Christopher Maloney, and so it's always a big kick to me to get cool celebrities as LEGO minifigures. And Hardy is very nice. He's got some good printing on the front and the back of the chest. The face is pretty basic, of course, and there's nothing on the back. Of course, he doesn't have a helmet or a hairpiece or anything. And he includes LEGO's giant goofy gun that we've gotten with the Bat vs. Trembler set and also the Iron Man sets this year. So always good to get another one of those.
Always good to get another Decker replicant blaster.
Exactly. Just a solid little figure, and The types of supporting characters we don't always, the types of supporting characters we never get in major toy lines, like, say, from Mattel. So Lego is always stepping up and giving us those types of characters. That's always a good thing. Colonel Hardy is the driver for the first of the 2 builds from the set. You get a military Jeep with a rocket launcher on the back. Pretty basic vehicle, but it's a nice one. It's pretty sizable. It's got good, cleanly rolling wheels and the touch tap missiles, like we've been getting with a lot of the sets, Star Wars and the superheroes and all those. So very nice. But of course the main draw is the Black Zero itself. This is General Zod's flagship that he will use to attack Earth. And it's just a very complex Lego build. It took me a couple hours to put mine together. And it's got a ton of moving parts, as you can see. Very nice. It's got 3 opening pods on the top. There's the cockpit, and there's room for 2, so you can have Toran and Feora, or Zod and Feora. And then these 2 pods on the sides that open up. Now, these are a little ambiguous. I'm not quite sure what they're supposed to do, but at least one that instructs you to put your Kryptonian blasters in there. So those are the guns for Zod and Feora. It has a really great spring-loaded mechanism. They introduced these blasters in the Technic-line back in the 90s, and I've always really dug them. You load the missiles under the cockpit area of the Black Zero. And there's the lever down here, and you pull to fire. Comes out with quite a bit of force, so you want to look out if your kids are playing with it. You don't want anybody to get shot in the eye. There are 2 of those. You get 2 missiles with it. And there's just a terrific amount of excellent, science fiction pieces. You get all sorts of cool vent details and some of the old school antennas. Great reuse of some old parts and a couple of fairly new ones. It makes for a really interesting spaceship. It's nothing quite like what you're going to get with, say, the Star Wars. More akin to the Lego Aliens from a little while ago.
There's also some cool sticker applications. On the sides here, we've got some panels and things like that. And then on the other side, we have some more panel stickers.
The large cannon on the bottom swivels, and that's very nice. Unfortunately, there's one detractor for me. It's that the support on the back is held in by a small 2-unit cross brick. And it just doesn't go into this. This is actually, the canister is the R2 unit body from the Star Wars sets. And it doesn't go in there quite deep enough to support it. So this wobbles around. It creates a little bit of a stability issue. But if you have the 3-unit long pieces like that, you can replace it. That's what I did with mine. And it actually makes for a much more stable fit.
Alrighty, folks. That was our closer look at the DC Superhero, the Battle of Smallville Lego set.
Mm-hmm. This is a highly recommended set. It comes jam-packed with a lot of great pieces. You get some great minifigures and 2 excellent builds. The only concern that we have is that the value is not quite there. This would have been a much better $40 set, like the Malibu Mansion from Iron Man 3 or the Tumbler versus the Bat set from The Dark Knight Rises. The value is not quite there with $50, but I would still give it a 4 out of 5 star rating.
Definitely. Now be sure to check out many of our other reviews. We've done reviews of some of the other Lego sets this summer, such as the Iron Man 3 and the Lone Ranger sets.
Folks, until next time, this has been Brandon.
And this has been Jared.
Fanboys Forever, signing out.
Signing out.